To be honest with you, I don't even know what to say after like hearing that, because a lot of things have been going through my mind, after hearing that, by the way. And to be honest with you, whenever I hear those words coming out of Dom's mouth, bringing up a very serious tragedy that people died in, a lot of people who died there during 9/11, I cannot understand what was going through Dom's mind, because I was wondering, why was his microphone muted? And after finding out the truth, why his microphone was muted, he pushed it. Like, he crossed the line, And whenever I heard that, where he has to bring up that about 9/11, where he doesn't want to go to America because of the Twin Towers going down. That's what he said out of his mouth. And whenever he said that, what the fuck was going through your fucking mind at this point? What the fuck was going through your fucking mind at this point? Because it is crazy. Like, what I just witnessed, what I heard out of his mouth. And he found it funny. I'm living in an evil world right now at this point because of stuff like this. And I swear to God, this is just really fucking messed up, man. Like, it's fucking messed up. And I'm gonna say this, by the way, whenever I met Dom, I never wanted to talk to him because of how disrespectful he is, I don't mind, like, bullying and stuff, but whenever what Dom is saying out of his mouth, where it's dehumanized, where he talks about my mother, and he talks about this and that, he talks about how I'm ugly and how I'm a predator, I'm a nonce, and all that kind of stuff. I just want to say this, by the way, Dom. You called me a terrorist. You couldn't provide any of the things needed in order to prove I'm a terrorist. You called my mother a slut. And to be honest with you, Dom, I cannot understand how the fuck do you sleep well at night when you're saying that kind of stuff out of your mouth. Because at the end of the day, you crossed a serious line. You crossed a serious line at this point, because what the fuck was going through your fucking mind at this point? What the fuck was going through your fucking mind when you had to say that out of your mouth? You being a black person doesn't give you the fucking privilege to say that. Families have died there, okay? People have lost their loved ones. Fathers are dead. Their daughters won't be able to see their fathers again. And you had to make a fucking joke out of that. You live in shared accommodation. You basically live in shared accommodation, okay? If that's the case. And to be honest with you, when you're saying that kind of stuff, you got no idea what these families are going through at this point. Ever since they lost their families, ever since they lost their loved ones, ever since after everything just happened, you want to bring that up after what just happened. Like, I cannot, man. Like, I cannot with this. I cannot, like, what I just witnessed, because when you're bringing up something this serious, people would be offended about that because people died. And you found that funny. What if your dad died during 9/11? What if your mom died during 9/11? What if your sister or your brother or your nephew or niece died during 9/11? What if they died? You wouldn't be fucking laughing, would you? Because at the end of the day, you are an evil piece of fucking shit. I swear to God, Dom. You are an evil piece of fucking shit. And I swear to fucking God, I hope that one day reality kicks in your fucking life and you wake the fuck up because of what you're just saying out of your mouth. And you said disgusting things about me. You said some very disgusting things. I never knew that you'd be saying this kind of stuff to an American. You piece of shit. Let me tell you something here. I think you have a fucking iPhone right there in your fucking hands. Who made the iPhone? Who made the iPhone? The Americans did. They helped you with your phone. And this is how you fucking thank them? This is how you fucking thank them after everything? They made your phone for you. The software app that you're using after everything's going on. You want to disrespect them like that? Fucking piece of shit you are. I swear to God, man, I really hope that something bad happens to you, because this is just disgusting, man. I'm not all for violence, but when it comes to stuff like this, dumb, you live in social housing. You live in a home where it's actually like, I don't know how it is, but I don't want to get far more into it because I'm not that kind of person. Honestly, Dom, you crossed a very huge line. And you crossed it, man. Fucking piece of shit you are.